Prince Harry's relationship with his brother, the Prince of Wales, appears to have been further damaged before the much-anticipated memoir titled Spare even hit the shelves. Prince William has reportedly barely spoken to the Duke of Sussex since the book's release date was announced by the publisher, Penguin Random House, on Thursday this week. The book, as well as an audiobook version of it read by Prince Harry, will be published on January 10, 2023. In its description, the publisher promised raw, unflinching honesty on the Duke's side of how he experienced his mother's death and the developments that followed within the royal household. Spare is marketed as being full of insight, revelation, self-examination, and hard-won wisdom about the eternal power of love over grief, and is expected to cause a stir among the royal family. But since the announcement of the release date, Prince William has barely said a word to Harry, sources told The Sun. Prince William has barely spoken to Harry since the news about the book, it has been claimed. Image, Getty, Penguin Random House, Royal Family Live, under no circumstances. Harry poised to hit back at palace decision. Prince Harry has previously spoken about walking behind his mother's coffin and is expected to go into more detail in his upcoming memoir. Publisher Penguin Random House said the book will be full of raw, unflinching honesty and that for the first time the Duke of Sussex will detail the moment he and his brother William, young princes still, walked behind their mother's coffin as the world watched on. Read the latest updates on express.co.uk's live blog here. Professor Pauline McLaren of Royal Holloway, University of London, said the book could be a very personal and emotional account. Asked about what revelations she expects to read in the book when it hits the shelves, Ms. McLaren told Express.co.uk, "I expect the book will contain details of his growing up within the royal household. This will mean revisiting his mother's death and the lead up to it, I imagine, with the turbulent years that preceded it, in particular, the warring relationship between Charles and Diana and how that impacted on him. It is likely to be a very personal and emotional account." The book was initially due to be published by the end of 2022. However, following Queen Elizabeth II's death, it was reported that Prince Harry went back to rewrite and tone down the content, as a sign of respect to the late monarch. Read more. Prince Harry's book bound to distress royal family. The relationship between Prince Harry and William seems to worsen. Image, Getty. Asked what sort of impact the book's content is likely to have on the royal family and the public opinion of the monarchy, the professor stressed that the content could cause distress. She told Express.co.uk, "Obviously this will depend on the nature of the content and how critical it is of other royals. Harry is said to have toned down certain parts and that is why the publication has been put back until January. However, there is bound to be a lot of content that distresses the royals, whether on Harry's account and the pain he has suffered, or the criticisms he levels at other members of his family. Don't miss, Harry told to grow up, and not bite hand that feeds him." Prince Harry will read audiobook of his candid memoir Kate returns to work after 3-week break. Next engagement. The book, titled Spare, is due to be published on January 10. Image, Penguin Random House. Trending. The professor suggested that the book will work positively for Prince Harry's reputation and popularity, especially among young people, as the Duke aims to rebrand from a royal to a humanitarian. The marketing and consumer research professor said, "I think the book is likely to gain a lot of support from the younger generation, especially Gen Z, who will see Harry as challenging tradition and overcoming many problems he has had due to his upbringing. As such, they are likely to find him relatable and someone they can empathize with." Harry certainly appears to be positioning the book in this way. "We really need to wait and hear more about the content. For me, this is Harry trying to carve out his own identity and making the transition from his past life as a royal to his new one as a humanitarian and preparing the ground to be accepted in this new role."